officials getting together to discuss the virus and plan ahead if a case is ever confirmed here in South Florida.
The vast majority of the patients that are affected with the COVID-19 are only presented with cough and fever.
Florida International University, the university found creating reusable face shields would be the perfect way to collaborate with Baptist Health South Florida.
We stay at work for you. Please stay
at home for us.
Thank you from our heart.
Joint statement, Baptist Health, the largest healthcare organization in the region, teamed up with the nonprofit Nicholas Children's Hospital to prepare for an expected surge of COVID-19 patients in the coming weeks.
All the projections indicate that COVID is going to severely tax bed capacity.
Big shout out to those working so hard to get us through this pandemic. And the team at Baptist Hospital, you are doing a tremendous job out there, folks.
Hey y'all, it's Lizzo, and I just want to do a shout out to the Boca Raton Regional Hospital.
Tears of happiness at West Kendall Baptist Hospital.
Let's clap for Grandpa!
Baptist Health just got a new test approved by the FDA this week.
The key thing to treating this disease is first identifying all patients, all people who have it.
The story of a Girl Scout troop in Miami using profits from their cookie sales to buy and deliver hot meals to the staff at South Miami Hospital.
Take a pause here. You know, it's easy to get lost sometimes in all these numbers and statistics, but we should mention each and every day there are coronavirus patients who get out of the hospital, they recover, they head home to loved ones. That is beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Meanwhile, Haitiana's Haslam continuing to give back to the men and women of the front line of the pandemic. Today, Haslam delivered food from his restaurant 800 Degrees.
Baptist Health South Florida has teamed up with the Mayo Clinic to work on a COVID-19 clinical trial.
Moment out to thank all of our heroes on the front lines of the COVID-19 fight.
Here's the team of nurses at the Baptist Primary Care in Pinecrest.
It's Christian Wilkins. I want to thank all of the amazing healthcare workers and first responders.
Baptist Health South Florida has teamed up with Goodwill South Florida to make these COVID care kits.
Everything you see here is a result of philanthropy.
This day, the hospital group's chief operating officer.
This is the peak back in April, and this is now.
You try to be a sister, a mom, a granddaughter, a step-in husband, because it's heartbreaking to see these people go through it and go through it alone.
We don't want to sacrifice our economy, but it can't be at the risk of the lives of our community either.
Dozens of nurses arriving to help at Baptist Health South hospitals in Miami.
Marilanca.Cruz's grandmother is going home after battling COVID-19.
Being 104 years old is pretty special. Being 104 years old and surviving COVID is extra special.
Let's protect each other.
Baptist Health did partner up with Massimo. It's a medical technology company that specializes in remote patient management to carefully watch these ill patients 24 hours a day.
When the pandemic began, 3 letters, PPE, instantly became part of the conversation. Personal protective equipment was suddenly in high demand and in short supply. That's when a team led by the Baptist Health Foundation got creative.
How many of you are concerned that if people don't follow the rules, there will be a serious spike in South Florida all over again, like we saw before the start of the summer?
For the frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, and the other medical personnel at Baptist Health dealing with COVID-19.
Elliot, to say that this has been a major challenge would be a tremendous understatement.
2 South Florida women needing medical attention during this pandemic say hospitals are safe and prepared to support those in need of medical attention. When you donate convalescent plasma, you are giving a piece of the antibodies that you've developed to help you fight off that disease to somebody that's in need of those antibodies to fight off their disease.
People need to have responsible behavior.
Hi, I'm Monica, and I'm an ER nurse here at Doctor's Hospital. Come follow me on my day. Let's get our mask on, hair up, and let's get to work.
Fox 9's Lenny Supal spent the afternoon at Bethesda Hospital East in Boynton Beach, where Santa was hoisted in the air to greet patients.
I'm right now at a supply center in Doral run by Baptist Health. Inside of this massive warehouse, Baptist Health here in Florida is distributing critical medical supplies to about a dozen hospitals throughout South Florida.
Baptist Health in Miami, the first doses arrived early this morning. Chief Pharmacy Officer Marilanca.Cruz taking delivery.
Just moments ago here at Baptist Health, they received their first shipment of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine, and it's actually inside that refrigerator. If you could, Dr. Santiago, could you open it up for a second?
Health is administering the first doses of the Moderna vaccine to its employees working on the front lines of this pandemic at Boca Raton Regional Hospital and Bethesda Hospital. Now, one of the vaccines at Bethesda the first one went to its chief of emergency medicine, Dr. Kevin Taylor. You see him there.
Respiratory therapist Joseph Emile got his shot, hoping to ease the concerns of African Americans and other healthcare workers about the vaccine safety.
The Rocky song you just heard is celebrating us discharging our 2000th COVID survivor.